Hello YouTube. This is Cindy, also known as Passion. This is purely just a talk video. I know I have very little post up and I'm sort of kind of all over the place, but this is just to let you know what my weight loss journey is about. Um, I actually had lap band surgery December 5th, 2005. Um, Actually 2006. My highest weight ever was recorded at 227. And I had my lap band, and I was one of the first people in my office to have it. And they admit to me now that back then, it was sort of kind of trial and error. I went to a lot of the seminars. I tried to do everything they told me to do, but I felt like something wasn't right because one day I go and they say, well, you have to only eat 800 calories. And then another day I go and they contradict what they said. And I understand that they were just learning. So, anyway, with enough of that being said, I was 227. So, I had got all the way down to 183. That was August of 2007. That was my lowest weight. And I know for 2 years that seemed like, oh my God. But I didn't have the knowledge. I didn't know about working out. And I mean, I knew I had to work, but I felt like going to curves 1 or 2 days a week was enough. And I didn't have a connection with the YouTube channel to have people like Melanie and Bandit Wendy and Rebecca to help me. So uh, after a while, I just stopped going back to the doctor. And from December of 2007 to January of 2010, I did not go to a doctor. Um, I ate what I wanted to eat. I didn't work out or anything. And then I got sort of kind of sick, and I didn't know what was going on, but I knew it was related to the band. So I went to the doctor, and they said that I had a band slip. They wanted to replace my band. March the 8th, I went in initially just for a band slip and possible replacement, but I found out that I had a hernia. So they repaired the hernia and they replaced the band. So it's like, oh my God, I am so lucky. I actually get a second chance to make this right. So March the 8th, I rehabbed my surgery. So at that time, I was 207. So now, today is September the 8th, and I am 190. I still feel like that I could lose more faster, but if you go according to the guidelines to 1 pound a week, I'm right where I should be. I have not gained any weight, but it just comes off slow. That's why I decided to do my Hit It Hard in September because I'm going on a major cruise in February, and I do not want to be a fat girl on the ship. I want to look nice. I want to be sexy. So, um, throughout this whole lap band journey, from the time I had my original surgery up until now, I have been through a gamut of emotional things. Um, Not long after I had my original surgery, I met somebody and got remarried. Big mistake. Big mistake. I knew in my mind that I wanted to work on me before I got into a relationship with anybody else. And the person that I married, I mean, they were country from the backwoods. If it wasn't swimming in grease and had cornbread and all that on it, they didn't want it. So it was hard to get them to learn how to help me and motivate me and cook healthy for me. So it was like a win-win battle, no win battle. So, needless to say, that didn't work. Shortly after I had my, well, actually before I had my lap band revision, I lost my father in February of this year. And my father knew as a child I was a small kid. And I'm not the biggest of his daughters, but he always said, you need to get that weight off. So that's sort of kind of one of my motivating things. When I get lazy or whatever, I think about things that Wendy said when she talked about the mental monster. I put I feel like the mental monster is on one shoulder and my dad is on the other shoulder. And my dad always wins. So he says, don't listen to that monster. Get up and go to the gym. And I do. And once I go to the gym and I'm on a treadmill or an elliptical about 10 or 15 minutes after I get through my warm up phase, I feel so much better. Let me show you something real quick. I had a picture here what I used to look like when I had my before I had my first lap band. I don't know how well you all be able to see it. Oh, I'm a little crooked. See that? A year after that, I took another picture in the same dress, and that's from the front, that's from the side, and that's actually at 184. So, like I said, I'm 190. My total goal is 145. I would love to, love to, love to be 145 by March of next year. And I know it's a lot of work, but I'm willing to do it. I keep looking at you guys' channels for motivation and inspiration, and you help me out so much because you all know that people on the outside, they don't understand. And I'm so tired of asking questions about the lap band and, why can't you eat this? How much weight have you lost today? And, oh, you look smaller. What are you doing? So every day, I'm a YouTube junkie. Every day, I religiously come home and I turn on my channel and I look who has what tips to say. And I know everything isn't for everybody, but I try to incorporate things that I see have worked for people and what will work for me. And I might try it for a week or two and it might not work and I have to readjust. But um, the food tips that you give, the inspirational tips that you give, just watching you all be successful on your journey, it means so much to me. If it wasn't for this too, um, it would be really, really hard for me to continue on my journey. But anyway, like I said, this is just a talk video. I don't want to get all sappy and sad and stuff. So, post your comments if you have any things or any weight loss tips, any food tips, any exercise tips that you feel like you're doing that works out good. Um, let me know. I need your help. I want to help you. We're all in this together. Um, and I think that's about it. Alrighty then.